Good evening and welcome to Royal Daily Report. I'm your host, and tonight we bring you a story involving sealed court documents, missing testimony, and a connection nobody expected. What Ghislaine Maxwell allegedly said about Meghan Markle in testimony that was removed from public view. Stay with us because what you're about to hear will shock you. Sometimes a story sits quietly in the dark for years, guarded by sealed documents and missing tapes. Sealed documents means official papers locked away from the public. But someone at the center breaks the silence. This time, that someone is Ghislaine Maxwell. For months, whispers spread through legal circles that Maxwell spoke about a woman no one expected. Whispers means quiet rumors. Legal circles means groups of lawyers and legal professionals. Not a politician, not a billionaire, but Meghan Markle. According to sources familiar with the sealed testimony, Maxwell didn't just mention Meghan. Sources means people who provide information. She allegedly exposed a connection that rewrites Meghan's rise and royal romance. Allegedly means supposedly, claimed but not proven. Rewrites means changes how we understand. Subscribe to Royal Daily Report right now. We investigate what mainstream media won't touch. Hit that subscribe button. This is not the Meghan story the world was told. This is the one allegedly buried. Buried means hidden, kept secret. When the Epstein files were released, the world expected answers. The Epstein files means documents from Jeffrey Epstein's criminal case. Instead, it received pages of blacked out lines. Blacked out means covered, so you can't read them. According to legal sources, over 12 full hours of Maxwell's interview were pulled from public release. Where pulled means were removed, so the public couldn't hear them. 12 hours where names, events, and conversations were wiped clean. Wiped clean means completely erased. And buried somewhere inside those missing hours is where Meghan Markle's name allegedly appears. People close to the process say those hours include descriptions of women Epstein and Maxwell interacted with. Interacted with means spent time with, how they met, certain high-profile men. High-profile means famous, important. And somewhere in that maze, one name stunned investigators. A maze means complicated situation. Stunned means shocked. Investigators means people looking into the case. Meghan Markle. Sources claimed that in the redacted portions, Maxwell described a young woman known by a quiet nickname, Flower. Redacted portions means parts removed from documents. A quiet nickname means a secret name. A name used for someone who appeared soft and charming but who moved through places ordinary people never saw. Appeared means seemed. According to these claims, Maxwell said Meghan was once what she called an Epstein girl, someone who allegedly worked in adult entertainment settings connected to elite gatherings. Elite gatherings means exclusive events for wealthy people, where guests were entertained and privately escorted through tightly curated social environments. Entertained means amused. Privately escorted means taken around personally. Tightly curated means carefully controlled. Social environments means party settings. Maxwell allegedly said, Meghan worked. They called her Flower. If true, it places Meghan inside the social pipeline that connected young women to wealthy men before she met Prince Harry. Pipeline means system, network. This investigation goes deep. Subscribe to Royal Daily Reports so you don't miss updates. Subscribe now. Before Prince Andrew settled his lawsuit, Virginia Roberts had a list of people she wanted to speak. Settled means agreed to pay money to end the case without trial. According to legal insiders, Meghan Markle was on that list. Virginia allegedly believed Meghan had knowledge of Andrew's private interactions from when Andrew Epstein and Maxwell operated closely. Knowledge means information. Operated closely means worked together regularly. This request sent shockwaves through the palace. Sent shockwaves means caused panic. Calling Meghan would mean placing her under oath. Under oath means legally required to tell the truth. If Meghan was questioned, it would expose how she ended up in those circles to begin with. Expose means reveal. To begin with means in the first place. Shortly after this request, Andrew suddenly settled. Suddenly means unexpectedly. No trial, no testimony. People believed the timing was no coincidence. No coincidence means deliberately connected, not by chance. Andrew walked away with a settlement, and Meghan walked deeper into royal life. To understand how Meghan allegedly crossed paths with Epstein's world, we go back to year 2000. Sources say Prince Andrew personally invited Epstein to the royal box at Ascot. The royal box means a prestigious private area. Ghislaine Maxwell was there. Sarah Ferguson was there. This is when Andrew and Epstein were seen together frequently. Frequently means often. Insiders say Fergie allegedly operated as the social bridge. The social bridge means the connection between people. She understood the power of introductions. According to transcript claims, everything at the heart of this always involves Fergie. When reports suggested Fergie knew Meghan long before Meghan met Harry, and Fergie denied it, insiders raised an eyebrow. Raised an eyebrow means became suspicious. Don't miss any part of this investigation. Subscribe to Royal Daily Report. We bring you the truth others hide. Sources claim Meghan wasn't a stranger drifting toward royalty. Drifting means moving without direction. She was someone hovering around the edges. Hovering means staying near. Someone Fergie allegedly recognized and tried to keep away from Andrew. Fergie supposedly knew exactly who Meghan was and why she didn't want Meghan near Andrew. One source said, Fergie body blocked her. Body blocked means prevented from getting close. She allegedly ensured Meghan never got close enough to Andrew to create a dangerous connection. People call it the moment Meghan's story truly began. A weekend in April 2015, when Prince Harry traveled to Istanbul for the grand opening of a new Soho House location. Soho House means a private exclusive club. Harry was there. Prince Charles was there. And according to members, Meghan was there too. This wasn't random. It was an invitation-only event where people were brought in for a reason. Invitation-only means you can only attend if specifically invited. Sources claimed Meghan had been linked to Soho House through friends and influencers. Influencers means people with social media power and connections. Soho House wasn't just a club, it was a networking machine. Networking means making useful connections. After that Istanbul weekend, Meghan's public identity shifted almost overnight. Shifted means changed. She rebranded. Rebranded means changed her image. She stepped into circles she couldn't reach before, and months later, she was positioned in the perfect place to meet Harry. Positioned means placed strategically. People describe it as too fast, too perfect, too well-timed. Well-timed means happening at exactly the right moment. One insider said, she didn't just meet Harry, she arrived at Harry. Arrived at means was delivered to, was set up to meet. Before the royal spotlight, sources say Meghan moved through New York's private social rooms in 2013. Private social rooms means exclusive gathering places for elite people. These weren't casual meets. These were high-level gatherings tied to media, politics, and philanthropy. High-level means involving important people. Philanthropy means charity work. In 2014, Meghan appeared at an event in Ukraine speaking on behalf of Clinton-linked organizations. Clinton-linked means connected to the Clinton political family. But the real shock comes from Maxwell's alleged admission. Admission means confession, statement acknowledging something. She personally helped establish the Clinton Global Initiative with Epstein's money. If Maxwell is telling the truth, then Epstein's financial influence reached deep into the same humanitarian world Meghan entered before meeting Harry. Financial influence means power through money. Humanitarian world means organizations focused on helping people. Everyone knows everyone. Introductions travel fast. Doors open faster. When Meghan suddenly began appearing at the right events with the right political names, sources say there was no surprise among insiders. This was not luck. This was access. Access means ability to enter exclusive spaces and meet important people, and access always comes from somewhere. Subscribe to Royal Daily Report if you want to stay informed. We investigate the stories others won't. Hit subscribe now. Within royal circles, Prince William is known for protecting the institution. The institution means the monarchy itself. Sources claim William began resisting the return of Harry and Meghan long before the public knew there was a rift. Resisting means opposing, pushing back against. A rift means a divide, broken relationship. People close to internal discussions say, William believed their re-entry would expose the monarchy to risks hidden beneath redacted documents. Redacted documents means papers with information removed. When Prince Andrew attempted to attend a church service at Balmoral, William allegedly said, either he comes or I come. Andrew left. That display wasn't about ego. It was about contamination. Contamination means spreading harm, bringing in dangerous connections. William understood that if Meghan was connected, even indirectly, to people tied to Epstein and Maxwell, Allowing her back would risk reopening doors the palace wanted sealed forever. Indirectly means not directly, but through other people. Sealed means closed and locked. William wasn't guarding himself. He was guarding the crown. Every story has an origin point. An origin point means the beginning, where it all started. And in this story, sources say that moment begins not with a prince or palace, but with a yacht. This is where, according to whispers, Meghan first crossed into a world that would define her future. Crossed into means entered. Define her future means shape what would happen to her later. A world where billionaires mingled with aspiring actresses. Mingled means mixed socially. Aspiring means hoping to become successful. Where introductions weren't innocent, innocent means harmless, without hidden purposes. Whether Meghan was placed there, invited there, or simply appeared there is unknown. But one thing is certain, the yacht was not the end. It was the doorway. From that point, her story drifts through New York's private rooms, London's hidden clubs, Istanbul's exclusive gatherings, and finally into the arms of a prince who had no idea he was stepping into a narrative already in motion. A narrative already in motion means a story already happening, already planned. Somewhere in the middle sits the missing 12 hours of Maxwell's testimony. The part no one is allowed to hear. The part that allegedly contains the names, dates, and connections that explain how Meghan moved from yacht to club to humanitarian stage to palace. Humanitarian stage means her public charity work. Those redactions don't hide a scandal. Redactions means removed portions. They hide a network. A network means a connected system of people. A network of people who made sure Meghan reached a place where her silence mattered more than her presence. Silence means not speaking, keeping secrets. Presence means simply being there. And that is why this story feels unfinished. Because until those sealed hours are revealed, the truth about what Meghan knew and who helped her rise remains locked away. This has been Royal Daily Report. Tonight, we've presented testimony claims about Meghan Markle that were allegedly removed from public view. 12 hours of Maxwell's interview that the world was never allowed to hear. This story is far from over. Subscribe to Royal Daily Report so you don't miss updates. We investigate what others hide. Subscribe now and leave a comment telling us what you think. The truth always finds a way out. And when it involves sealed testimony and powerful networks, that truth cannot stay buried forever. This is Royal Daily Report, committed to bringing you what others won't. Thank you for watching.